So we are back to being live again, dealing with some technical difficulties here, but we are back. So welcome back to the Meeple Marathon, everyone. Tonight we are going to be finishing up our 13 games of Halloween Marathon, and we'll be doing that by playing Nemesis with the Void Cedar expansion. So the biggest differences between the Void Cedar expansion and the standard game is that there's actually less, different types of Void Cedars, and you're really going to only encounter whatever you are facing on your insanity track here. So you can see that there's the varying levels, where if you get up here to 5, that's the queen one. And so as we go about the game, the tokens that are in the bag are simply have the warning numbers on them, which means whether or not we're going to get a surprise attack. So they are not going to tell us which, if we have an encounter, they're not going to tell us which Void Cedar comes on the board. Our insanity track is going to tell us which is on the board. Also, the big bad guy here could easily be taken out before he even, or would even be put on the board, if we can find the 3 layer tokens and counter tokens seeded throughout the board here. Then we can defeat the, the Queen Despoiler before it even comes out on the board. So anyways, being that I got attacked early on and slaughtered by the queen in my last solo playthrough, we are going to be given the soldier a turn this time, in hopes of taking a little firepower with us. And my 2 objectives here are place the blue character corpse object in the surgery room, which could be very easy if we can find it. And then this one is send the signal and all rooms on the ship must be explored. So more than likely we're going to use this one, place the blue character corpse in the surgery room, because if we're completing this one and we've explored all the rooms, then we know that we'll have found the surgery room. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and get started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's see, this actually is the first time I have played with the soldier. So but he's got a good set of cards that can help me with surprise attacks, some search cards. All right, so we are going to go ahead and spend, let's see, spend a search card to pick up our blue corpse token here and try and get him to the surgery room. Now we know the surgery room is one of the outer rooms here, so yeah, I don't necessarily need to make sure the ship is going anywhere if I can. Yeah, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is going to start here and start working my way around the board and try and find the surgery room and then get on one of these escape pods and get the heck on out of here. So, all right, let's go ahead and yeah, we'll discard demolition at this point to go ahead and make a movement. We'll do a standard movement, so let's go ahead and move in here. All right, we have a malfunction coming in at 3 here. This is the monitoring room. All right, check 1 room and exploration token. Ooh, I do like that room. Okay, so but it is malfunctioning at the moment, and so we'll see. I don't know how good the soldier is at there we go. All right, got the chat up, And we are good to go. Okay, so I need to do a noise roll before we go any further here. 2. So we are putting a... Where is 2? Right there. All right. What do we want to do now? I guess I could go ahead and search the room. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and search the room. We get to do that for free, and this is a red room. So we're going to draw 2 red item cards. I've got the self-destruct key. Okay. Or the prototype pistol. I'm already carrying my maximum, so we will take the self-destruct key. All right. Now, the question is, do I... Unfortunately, I would have loved for 1 or 3 to pop up. But instead, I'm going to have to do a careful movement that would leave me with 0 cards here. So we're going to hold on to our cards here and just go ahead and end phase. So, let's see here. All right. We are good to go. So let's move this down here. And we will take an event card. The event cards are unique to the Voidseeker expansion. So let's see what we got here. Monophobia. Each character alone in a room and not in combat draws and resolves a panic card. Okay, each character alone. Oh, unfortunately, I'm always going to be alone. Okay, and not in combat draws and resolves a panic card. Okay. So, these panic cards are unique to the Voidseeker expansion. So let's put that up there. And, okay. So, the first thing we need to check is this number up here. Is this number equal to or is our current panic level a 3+? It is not. So, in this instance, we just move our panic level up. And I guess we just discard this somewhere. So there are arrows on this card that allow me to go back from 2 to 1 and from 5 to 4 and 4 to 3. But after I cross, I'm now at 2, level 2 insanity, which means if I've already like bypassed taking on a lurker, the easiest of the groups of Voidseekers. So now if I have an encounter, it's going to be with an adult whisperer. And if I get panicked or start going and saying 1 more time, I'm stuck at 3 or higher for the rest of the game. So that wasn't a great way to start. And now the bag development. The bag development always gets me. Luckily, with the Voidseeker expansion card, they gave you a... yes. Okay. So there's a lurking phase, but that only happens if there are Voidseekers on the board. I'll hopefully have to remember that, but the intruder bag phase is tricky for me even with the base game. And another thing that was a little obnoxious was that, so I capsuled my tokens for the base game here. You can see those right there. And I have a ton of them left over because I knew that there would be some capsules in the other ones. Well, this is the side of the Voidseeker expansion ones, and so that's my token there that I drew. So these tokens are way too big, so it's a little obnoxious that Awakened Realms did that to me. All right, so basically return the Voidseeker token to the bag. All players perform a noise roll in turn order unless their character is already in combat. All right, so this goes back into the bag. We do a noise roll again, and 2. All right, so right off the bat, we have an encounter. So, let me just make sure I am doing this correctly here. Encounter phase. Nope. Encounters. Discard all noise markers from the corridors. Draw 1 Voidseeker token from the intruder bag. Okay. So what's weird is that it tells you to do that. But if I draw the insanity token or if I draw the blank, I'm going to put them back. So, but I guess we'll take it away anyways. All right, so let's see what we got here. And we got this. So, check the insanity level of the character. If the number of cards in the player's hand is lower than the number of the void it is, unfortunately, a surprise attack occurs. Put the drawn Void Seeder token aside. Okay, so that one goes aside. We get a... Yeah, so we're already on to these big fellas here. He jumps out, but luckily, the one token I saved is going to help me out here. So, or the one card I saved. All right. So normally a surprise attack would occur, but in this instance, I can play Nerves of Steel, discard this card during a surprise attack to ignore its effects. So I'm guessing that we still draw a card because it just says ignore its effects. So we'll go ahead and draw this card, and it wouldn't be attacking anyways. So discard that down there. Right? Just checking to make sure we are doing this right. Okay. All right. So we are now back to the soldier's turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Perform a shoot action with your energy weapon. You can re-roll your first result on the combat die. That's not bad. Discard all ammo. Deal 1 additional injury for every 2 ammo discarded, even if you miss. That one's not bad either. But I would definitely need to find some ammunition in the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can't take this guy out. We are the soldier, right? So we're going to play Taking Aim, perform a shoot action with our assault rifle. If we do hit the... what is this? Adult Whisperer, we get to do an additional injury. And we did. So that is the Adult Whisperer. So he's going to take 2 injuries. All of my injury tokens are like perfectly settled into the bottom of their tray. All right. So we took a shot at him. That was a free card. So let's draw his card now. Hold on, there is a difference in how you check to see whether they are Void Seeder's injuries and deaths. Whisper is just draw 1 Void Seeder check, check the injury effect. Okay. But if it had been a lurker, you draw 2 and you choose the lower number. And when it's a stalker, you draw 2 and take the higher number. So the Adult Whisperer is the same as always. So let's see what we got here. And it is a 3. So he lives to survive another day. So let's see here. I could go full auto here, and he would end up with at least 4 hits on him. So let's do that, and then we'll just hope to God we find some place to find some ammunition. All right, so we're going to do another attack. I'm discarding 4 ammo, and that is a hit. All right, so we hit him once, and then we're actually going to hit him 1 more time. So he's at 5. So let's see if we get him this time. Oh, are you serious? He retreated. So unfortunately, that means he's not going to leave a carcass behind. He's just going to run away. He knows what's best for him. Alright, so all this goes away. I could have just thrown my frickin' monkey wrench at him and he would have run away. Okay, so the question is it worth it to do a basic repairs on this room? Actually, I think it would be nice. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to cost me 2 cards, though. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So I'm spending 2 cards to play basic repairs here. Discard the malfunction marker from the room you are in. All right. Basically, I may just sit here until I can figure out where the surgery room is. And you know what? The first time I had an event, I had an encounter, so I need to choose, and I am going to choose the place the blue character corpse object in the surgery room. So we will get rid of that card. And yeah, we are going into the event phase. So we'll push this down one more. We're at 13. There's no fire. There's no Void Seeder to attack me. So let's do the event card now. Alright. Monophobia again. Each character alone in a room, not in contact, draws and resolves a panic card. Great. Alright, 3+. And again, nothing happens, but we are now at 3 paranoia and can never go back from that. I did shuffle these cards, but it doesn't look like it does it. Okay. Intruder bag development step. Let's see what we get here. All right, so this is the... It says character with corresponding color. It's always going to be mine because mine's the only one in the bag. Resolves a panic card. And this goes back into the bag. So this panic is what's killing me, not the Void Seeders. All right, 2+. I do have a 2+. So now, since I have made this benchmark, I don't increase my panic. I have to deal with this. So deal 1 light wound to your character and undress 1 serious wound. Well, luckily we don't have any wounds, so we just take 1 light wound. All right. On to the next round. I need to shuffle real quick. All right, so what we're going to do, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, just take some time in this room to search around. All right, check 1 room and the exploration token here. So let's see, we don't need... And this should be like this. I forgot I used a search card and did not... Whoops, I'm aiming it at the wrong thing. Did not tick down the room. But we're good now. I remembered. Okay. So we're going to play Rest and Demolition. And what I want to know is whether these 2 way over here are what I'm looking for. Actually, this one, and this one. Because if I can get away with it, I'm just going to start heading this way. So let's take a look at this one first. This one is going to be a fire. Fire 2, and this is, all right, one of the escape pod rooms. There's another one, so I don't really need to go there. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and search again. So let's rotate this down. We're in the right room to find some ammo. And we have evacuation key or energy charge. Yep, we're taking energy charge. That's a no-brainer. All right. Okay, so I think I'm okay to go ahead and spend my last 2 cards. I'm feeling pretty safe in the room I am to check out this one. So that would be a closed door behind us And this is the laboratory, but not the surgery room. We need to get this fella to the surgery room. All right. So I'm out of cards. So things are progressing quickly, but hopefully once I know where I am, I'll be making a mad dash that way. I'm also looking for the armory, which is where I can get my auto loader. Okay. So no void seeders on the board, no fire damage, event card. All right, neurosis. Every character in a room with a lair or in a room neighboring a room with a lair draws and resolves a panic card. So we are good there. All right, and no lurking intruder bag development. So hopefully I don't draw that same panic token again. And it's the panic token again. Awesome. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with this time. Heart attack. 5+. Okay, I was about to say your character dies. That's all I read. But it's not a 5+, so we're going up again. Oh, yeah. So I'm up to 4 now. So I need to find I think I can rest and recover to get back my my insanity. Get it back to 3. So let's think about that. And that goes back into the bag. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what do we want to do? Search. Interruption. Don't need the interruption card really, so let's discard that. And let's discard full auto, because I can't really afford that right now. And take a look at this last room. All right, there's one of the layer tokens. We haven't gone in there yet, though. And that's the nest. And I don't need to go anywhere near the nest. So I have my plan now. Let's go ahead and... Yep, we'll do taking aim to do a normal movement. So we are coming here. There's going to be a malfunction marker, 4 items in the room, and we are in the storage room, which is not helpful. Search for an item. All right, don't need that. So let's move into here. And noise roll. 3. Not what I wanted. Would have loved a 1 or a 2. Okay. I really don't need any more red weapons, so gosh. Oh, this stinks. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I can't be sitting around anymore. Spend 2 to do careful movement. So we have another malfunction token, and this is the emergency room. So this, I can use this room to take back my insanity, but I'm gonna have to repair it first. Okay. All right, but that means I can place my noise token here. And we're good to go. So we're ticking down to 11. And we go to an event card. Agoraphobia. If there's more than one character in a room, place a despoiler in that room. Do not resolve a surprise attack. If there are several rooms to choose from, place a spoiler in the room with the lowest room number. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the event deck. Okay, but luckily for me, I am good. Reshuffle the event deck with the discard pile, minus that card. All right. And intruder bag development step. Watch, it's going to be that stupid panic token again. No. Alright, so this is perform a noise roll in turn order unless their character is already in combat with a Void Seeder or a layer. So we know this is going to, unless we roll the X. No. All right. So we remove these following the rules. This goes back into the bag. And then the encounter step. Yeah. Encounter step says we draw a token again. And we've got the panic token. So the panic token says place a noise marker in each corridor connected to the room in which this encounter took place. The player whose character triggered the encounter resolves a panic card. So man, maybe Void Seeders just is a little tough with one player. So these are all going to go back, and I have to deal with another panic card. And we are good, but that's going to push me all the way up to 5 now. Got all the heart attack cards out of the way though, hopefully. And we put that token back. All right, so nothing actually came out. So that was good, because I had no cards in hand. All right, it's back to being my turn. So we're going to have to do a couple more careful movements here. But that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I have the basic repairs though, and I really need to get off out of this area. So I think we're going to spend some time in this room. So we're going to do basic repairs. I will spend a rest and a search to do so. Yeah, this is very costly though, because it's all that to do that. And then 2 more to treat your wounds. So we'll do that. But since I am treating my wounds, hold on. Let me make sure I could do that, because I don't see emergency room up here. I don't. Okay, well, never mind then. I thought the emergency room was one of the rooms that could lower my insanity. So let's backtrack a little bit here. And we don't need our basic repairs card at all. Do we want to search though? Sure. Let's go ahead and search while we're here. Tick, 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 tick. We get 2 green cards. And I've got some clothes, or I have some synthetic food. Ooh. Now clothes was on this list. What can I do with clothes in this game since there's no slime? There's no slime in the Void Seeders expansion, so players ignore all the rules concerning slime markers. Characters may still use clothes to dress a serious wound. Oh, well, I don't have a serious wound. So, done with the clothes. And synthetic food. Okay. Alright, so then I'm going to spend 2 cards for careful movement into this room. It is 2 with a malfunction. This is the comms room, so I could send the signal, but that's not one of my needs. I think literally every exploration token has been a malfunction thus far. Alright. I am going to do some things here. I'm going to search the yellow room now. 1, 2. We've got tools or clothes. We already determined that clothes are pretty useless for me right now. So let's put those back. And tools. Now, as with the tools, I'm going to immediately, now I could combine the tools with the energy charge to give me the taser. But more importantly, I'm going to discard the tools immediately. It says discard, not to use, to activate my soldier's armor. So I can discard this card after an intruder attack to ignore that attack. So definitely going to hold on to that. And now I'm going to discard or pay for 1 to use synthetic food to get to draw 2 cards. Oh, and I needed to place out my noise token when I made the noise there. And I'm going to spend these 2 then to do careful movement into this. All right, so this is a nest, and it's the hatch control system. All right. And there is 2 items in this room. And now we get to put a nest creature out. Or no, lair creature, not a... All right. So, these things are a little confusing. Layers are the primary cause of hallucinations that the characters are experiencing in the Void Seeder's expansion. Layers share many traits with Void Seeders in spite of being actually physical entities. They appear in the game when exploration tokens are revealed. Alright. Like fire markers, layers have an effect that is triggered at the end of the player's turn. When a character ends their turn, every turn in a room with a layer, this character performs a noise roll. Great. Alright. So, lots of noise rolls coming our way here. So, I'm out of cards, so I'm ending my turn, unfortunately, in this room. And it is a 3, which is acceptable. Alright, but that's it now. Okay. So, moving the time track, we're down to 10 now. I don't think this thing attacks me. Yeah, this thing does not attack me. So we will just push on to an event card here. And generator overheat. If there's a fire marker in the generator room, there's not. Blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, place a malfunction marker there. Reshuffle the event deck, including the discard pile. All right. If there's a fire marker in the generator room, place a fire marker in each neighboring room. Fire does not spread through closed doors or technical corridors. If there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, place a fire marker. I haven't discovered the generator room yet, so. Alright. Place a fire marker there. Otherwise, place a malfunction marker there. Reshuffle the event deck, including the discard pile. Which, this technically becomes the discard pile. Did not say remove this event from the game, like Agoraphobia, so. We will just shuffle this back in. And now we move to the intruder development state, or intruder bag development. Alright, what do we got here? Okay, so we have to perform a noise roll. 1 or 2 is what we're looking for, or a miss. And it is a 4. So that means we are going to have an encounter. That's not what I was supposed to put in there. Picked up the wrong thing. Alright. Pick these up. Put all our tokens back in. And draw out the miss. No, that is not a miss. Alright. I do not have any cards in my hand. And I am at 5. So the Despoiler is coming out. I literally cannot play this game these days without seeing the biggest, baddest creature the game has to offer. I'm going to be going this other direction, so we're going to put you right here. It's interesting he doesn't come with a base, he or she. I guess it's queen, she. Okay, and the Despoiler here is going to make a surprise attack. And she is on there, so she says if your character has at least 2 serious wounds, they die. Otherwise, they suffer 1 serious wound. I'm not quite ready to use my armor yet. So let's just take our serious wound here, and it's to the body. Draw up to 4 action cards instead of 5. Okay. All right. So a shot to the body. Believe my light wound stays put. Suffer 1 serious wound. Okay. All right. So there we go. And that was all the intruder bag development. This comes out now. And I am basically just making a run for it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Two. All right. Another thing, the Void Seeders, when they move, they don't care about closed doors because they're really just like a figment of your imagination. I get Nerves of Steel now. All right. So we need to first spend Demolition to use our energy charge, fully loading our assault rifle back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. All right, so this is gone. And then we are going to play Covering Fire, which is free. Discard 1 ammo. And then you and 1 other chosen character may... One other chosen character within your room may escape the room, moving to the same room without triggering an intruder attack. So, I believe we can move then without doing a noise roll, because something already knows we're here. And there's another nest. 3. And here is the surgery room. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's hope. But I literally just left the hatch control system, which can help me escape. And I know that there is an escape pod 1 back here. So, let's think about this. Let's think about what needs to happen. All right. I am now going to drop off for free this guy. And I have now completed my objective. Okay, so now at this point all I have to do is survive. So I'm going to go ahead and take aim for free and perform a shoot action on the lair. And that's fine. That hits it, because pretty much anything hits this thing. And I get to deal an additional injury because of my assault rifle. So this thing has 2. And then I'm going to draw 2 of these. Right, hold on. No, it's a little different. That was for the lurker. So the lair, to hit a lair with a shot or a melee action, player needs to roll at least, okay, which I did. To deal injuries, draw 2 Void Seeder attack cards and compare the total number of injuries with the highest number in the blood symbols of any of those 2 cards. If the blood symbol value is equal or lower than the number of injuries, the layer is destroyed. Okay. So if I'm reading that correctly, I'm looking for a high number. 5 and 4. This, what I have done, is lower. Let's read through this again. If the blood symbol value is equal or lower... Oh, no, wait. If any of these cards display the retreat symbol, the layer is not destroyed regardless. Layers may also be destroyed. Okay. Highest number, which is 5. If the blood symbol value is equal or lower than the number of injuries. Alright, so I have not destroyed the layer. I need to hit it again. I can re-roll my first result. I don't really need to do that because I hit it. So we are going to play another card to take a basic shoot action. Ooh, and we got to hit it twice, which means I'm going to be able to put 3. This thing now has 5. I'm not going to bother putting them out there because I'm pretty certain. All right. 5 is more than both of those numbers. So this layer has been destroyed. And I get to put this over here. Now, all that really means is that it's sitting on the Void Seeder board. I still have to... what does character insanity level mean? I need to check that because I may be able to flip over that weakness. Okay, if I were to take an insanity upcrease at this point, I would die. So that's something to consider. And it does not say. I'm thinking that if I get all the way up to 5, I get to flip over one of these suckers. Character insanity level. Wave of Calm. The insanity level of all characters is immediately reduced by 1. It can be reduced from 3 to 2. Nice. There literally does not appear to be anything in the rules discussing the Void Seeder weakness cards. Void Seeder movement, Void Seeder attack, rest action. Okay, the rest action can reduce my sanity level. That's helpful. Should keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to play that since I reached level 5 of my insanity, I flipped over that, and it just happened to be that I got to reduce my insanity level, which is a bonus for me. All right. So I think I am going to pass at this point. So we're moving down to round 9 now. And move the time track. Void Seeder attack. Nope. Fire damage. Nope. Event card. All right. What are you doing? The Despoiler symbol is there. It is moving through vent 4. So it's going right there. All right. And this is a generator overheat again, which we know doesn't do anything. We just shuffle this up. All right, so the Despoiler helped me out a little bit here. It moved out of the hatch control system. So if I can run in there, destroy the layer, I don't even know if the layer keeps me from performing actions in that room. We may be able to get the heck on out of here. Control system, lock, unlock, one escape pod. Even though in the very next round, all the escape pods are becoming unlocked anyways, so... yeah. I don't really need to go back in there. Unless I just really want to kill the Despoiler. Which is helpful because the Despoiler's on the board. So, alright. I have to remember I have my body shot here. So I draw up to 4 action cards. I could use the surgery room. Perform a surgery. Remove all infected cards. After scanning, your character suffers 1 light wound and automatically pass. Shuffle all your action cards, please. Oh, okay, I actually cannot dress my heavy wound. Okay. So, what do we want to do here? Do I go back and try and take out the layer while I can get to it and then run back through here? Or do I just make a run for it? Man, I wish I knew what was in this room right here. All right. Yeah, let's just go for it. All right, we've completed our objective. I'm going to do a basic movement, move up here into the bridge, noise roll, and it missed. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, I don't even care about the coordinates at this point. So what I'm gonna do is, do a careful movement now to march on into here. Check it out. Malfunction marker, of course. And this is an armory, which is helpful for one of my things. So let's discard you. This is malfunctioning. Recharge your energy weapon, which it's got 2 ammo at the moment. All right, but we're in there. While I'm in here, I can... Oh no, I need to spend a card, and I'm not giving up Nerves of Steel, so we are going to pass. All right. Escape pods are unlocked now officially. I just need to find the other escape pod room. I know that this is one of them, and I ran away from it. So, worst case scenario, I know I can get back there. No, this is not the escape pod room. This is the hibernatorium. This is escape pods. Hibernatorium is working again. Okay. Do I risk just... I would definitely want to go back and check the coordinates. All right. So, nothing else is really happening except for we moving on to an event card. This guy is moving through 2, which means he is just going backwards, but that's fine. If there's a malfunction marker in any room with a computer, yes, there is. Place a malfunction marker in each other room with a computer. Okay. That really is just this room. Yeah. That wasn't too bad. Remove this from the game and reshuffle the event deck, which I'm not going to do because I have no discard pile. All right. Lurking. I think I may have missed that. Flip this card to see the lurking summary. Find rooms that contain any void seeders not in combat. Okay, so I did miss this. Place a noise marker in each corridor connected to these rooms, unless there already is one. Okay, so I can retroactively do that. This one would have gotten here, and this gets one. And yeah, this one already had one. So now, this one already has them everywhere. Remove all void seeders in these rooms from the board and add 1 random void seeder token to the bag. Okay, so the Despoiler shouldn't actually even be on the board anymore. All right. So we took care of lurking. Now we're going to do intruder bag development. And I moved quietly into that room, didn't I? So I need to place... No. No, I rolled quiet when I moved into there. So we do have to place that there, because this is going to make... If I pull a number here, I'm going to have to do a noise roll, which I did. So this goes back in. I got to do a noise roll. And it is a 4, so we're okay. That goes there. And I'm almost tempted to go backwards, but I'm in the armory, so I need to do some things here. All right. 1, 2. All right, so I'm in the armory. I need to discard a card. All right, so I am going to discard Search to get my auto loader, which now says assault rifle has +1 ammo capacity if the assault rifle is loaded using the energy charge item. That action cost is 0. Okay. All right, I'm also going to take the rest action, which I read allows me to push my marker back on my insanity track, so that's helpful. And now, do I risk? Yeah, so let's do it. Let's risk it here. All right, so I'm going to do a single movement. I'm going to come back into here. And I got the intruder symbol, which is not the end of the world. It's just putting stuff here and here. Okay. And we are going to, because check coordinates costs... Check coordinates costs 2. So I couldn't do that anyways if I wanted to. All right, so we are going to be done. We're pushing to 7 now. And nothing going on here. So we do an event phase and terror. Each character draws cards from their action deck until they have 5 cards in hand and scans all their contamination cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'll take that. If they have at least 1 infected card, I don't have any. Increase their insanity level to 5. Nope. Afterwards, all characters whose insanity level is 5 discard all action cards from their hand. Nope. So I'm good. It doesn't tell me to discard anything. So we will simply just discard that card. All right. So that was the event, Intruder Bag Development. And if it's an intruder token, we're going to have an encounter. And it is. All right. So we pull this. We shuffle this back in. We have to do a noise roll. And it is a 1. So all of this comes off. And now we pull a token for the encounter. And it is a miss. So what did I say? The encounter is a blank. Place a noise marker in each corridor connected to the room and return the blank token to the intruder bag. Hey, I'll take it. All right. Okay. So I've got my 5 cards. Draw up to. I'm not drawing up to. So I can do some careful movement now. All right. So we are going to discard 2 to do careful movement into this room. It is going to be malfunctioning when we get in there. And it is the generator room. That's fine. I need the escape pods room. Where is the escape pods room? Pretty sure there's 2 of them, right? All right. And I need to put a noise marker out right here. All right, I'm actually going to do something else here. So I'm going to do a normal movement now into this space here. Terror. This is the cabins. 3 is right there. And the terror. What does terror get me? Pretty sure I put noise everywhere around me. Do not perform a noise roll for this movement if there's intruder near me. Yeah. All right. So that's not super helpful because I was hoping to have some breathing room there. All right. Am I just remembering incorrectly? Maybe I should make a run for this hatch control system here. Lock and unlock 1 escape pod. Okay, so I actually might have to run over here and unlock them unless I do a self-destruct. Start a self-destruct sequence. Okay. What do I do with my cards? I'm literally losing my mind here. Yep. They fell down. Okay. All right. So we are just going to stay put right here. Cabins, catch your breath. Okay. All right, so this goes down to 6. I am running out of room. Okay. All right, we moved that. Doing an event. Whispers. Draw another event card. Then in turn order, each character places a noise marker in each corridor whose number matches the direction number on that drawn event card and that is connected to a room containing a character. If any of these corridors already have a noise marker, resolve an encounter instead. Draw another event card, then in turn order, each character places a noise marker in each corridor whose number matches the direction number on that drawn event card and that is connected to a room containing a character. Well, I mean, this is going to give me an encounter. So yeah. So boom, there's already one here. So we do an event or an encounter, which means we draw from our encounter bag. Our token bag here, and we are going to draw the blank again. There's only 4 tokens in the bag, so I'm finally getting lucky here. So we put all those back and nothing happens. Alright, but now we need to have an intruder bag development step, which very easily could end up giving me... Nope, we are going to resolve a panic card instead. Alright, 2+, we are at a 2+, so Insane Courage says we have to move your character to a neighboring room with a Void Seeder or lair if possible. Okay, now it said, if I cannot do that, I move it up. So I'm going to move my thing up to 4, and unfortunately I would have gladly taken the free movement. But I believe I'm reading that correctly, that needs to stay put. Okay. All right. So I can unlock the escape pod, but then I still need to get to evacuation section, which actually is right here. So, yeah. The heck with all that up there. I draw my 2 cards because of my body injury. And let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to play Demolition to move back into the Hibernatorium. And a 2 is going to cause an encounter. So I will remove that. That's the one place I couldn't handle. All right. And so we are going to get an intruder, which is now the Breeder Stalker. And I have just 3 cards in my hand. So the Breeder Stalker is going to get to do a surprise attack. Here's the Breeder Stalker messing with a girder or something. Alright. But, so we draw this. And he would normally attack, but I'm going to play Nerves of Steel for free, which means I can ignore this. My soldier is coming in handy here. Alright, and then yeah, I can play Covering Fire for free, discarding 1 ammo. And that allows me to escape to the hatch. Alright, and then while I'm at the hatch, I will go ahead and search. And I will search for red items. Yeah, because I want some ammo. Alright, so I have a grenade or energy charge. Yeah, we'll take the energy charge instead of the grenade. The grenade's tempting, but not that concerned. All right. But I have put myself in this room now without any cards. That's fine. I just need to flip over an escape pod. All right, so this pushes down to 5, and we then need to do a event card before lurking. So this guy is gonna move. He's gonna move down 3, which are you serious? All right. But Void Seeder attack happens before the event phase. So this guy just moves into my room. Every character whose insanity level is higher than the number of cards in their hands draws a contamination card. Okay, so I finally have to deal with, that's a serious wound card, a contamination card, which could blow everything. I was so close. So close. Alright. I just need to go from here, and then hopefully we're good. All right. So, we've already made it past Void Seeder attack step. We're on the event step, so lurking step now. But he doesn't lurk because he is in combat with us. Alright, so he doesn't lurk, so we go to intruder bag development. And since he came out, there's even less tokens in this bag. Alright, and it's the blank. So, the blank just simply says, add a random Void Seeder token to the bag, of course. Alright. Return the blank token to the bag. Did that. Okay. Alright. So now I gotta deal with this thing in my room, which means I can't use the room until I kill this thing off. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course I have my contamination card, Nerves of Steel, which isn't helping. Alright. Alright, so we will discard Interruption to make a shoot attack. So I will now spend my final ammunition. And that did not hit it. I did not play my card where I can reroll. So I get to, because I have my auto loader, I can discard this to fully charge my assault rifle now. Okay, and then we can do this again. So let's discard a card to take a shot. And I missed him again. God, I need this guy out of this room. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we hit him once. So that's 2 damage I can put on him. One, 2. So now I draw 2 cards and I have to take the higher number here. Okay, but there is a retreat symbol on either one of them and I beat the higher number. So I don't get to kill him. Anytime there's a retreat symbol, they automatically retreat. So this thing goes away. And we're good. Okay. Alright. So we'll pause because I don't have enough cards to do the hatch control system. So let's push this down. We're down to 4 rounds left. We can take. There is no intruder to attack me. So let's jump to the event phase. Fear. Every character whose insanity level is higher than the number of cards in their hand. Yes. Draws a contamination card. Okay. So adding that to my hand now. Okay. Lovely. This goes away up here. And intruder bag development. Let's see here. All right. So this means we have to do a noise roll. We're actually okay in that front 4. And of course, that is exactly where a noise token was. So we put the token back in, then we're going to draw out another one and see what happens. And it is that, which means I'm pretty sure we put noise tokens in all corridors, and then I have to resolve a panic card. And this goes back in. So boom, 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 boom. And a panic card says hopelessness 3+. We are at a 4. Draw 3 cards from your action deck and remove one of them, not a contamination card, from the game. Discard the rest. Okay. So I am going to remove demolition from the game. Fine. Fine. Okay, but it's my turn now. Okay. So I am going to, gosh. I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. I do want to play my rest though. But I don't think I can. All right, so spend 2 cards to unlock 1 escape pod. Does it matter? Here, I think I have to unlock the first one. So there we go. What was this one? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what room you're in. I looked at this earlier for those of you who weren't here due to the monitoring room. I guess I could have flipped it over, but... Alright. So I've got 1 escape pod ready to go. And I should probably just move quietly from here on out. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 to move quietly into this room. And we're going to put the noise way the heck up there. Way away from me. Alright, no cards though. I'm leaving myself with no cards in hand. 3 rounds to go. So let's do an event phase. Monophobia. Each character alone in a room and not in combat draws and resolves a panic card. I'm always alone. Alright, 3+. We are hallucination. Discard all ammo markers from one of your weapons. Are you serious? Ugh. I literally just got all my ammo back. I only have 1 weapon. Well, that is a super pain. Okay. Alright. Intruder bag development now. Can we do it? So that's a noise roll. That's a 2, and that is literally where I just put my noise. I literally just did that. I put that there myself. Alright, so... Okay. So we're going to put this off to the side. We now have to deal with that Stalker thing again, and it's going to get to surprise attack me because I got rid of my Nerves of Steel to walk quietly into this room. Which, looking now, was a colossal mistake. So... he gets to do a surprise attack. And no, actually, nothing comes from this. So he did not attack me. And now he's just there. Okay. So that was all intruder bag development steps. So it's back to me. 1, 2, 3. Need 1 more card. I would love to get cover fire here. And just get the heck on out of here. No. I drew a contamination card. Alright. And I have no ammunition, so I'm basically just having to run for it. Alright. So we're going to run into this room, and he gets to attack us on the way out. And no. Nothing from him, because that was the Queen Despoiler. Alright. So I'm here now, and I'm going to spend another card to just come in here. Ooh, and this one was on fire. Crap. I'm going to be taking a wound here. It's the first fire token we've dealt with. Alright, but I need to be here. So, let's see here. It's not... Every time a character ends their turn in a room with fire marker, they suffer a light wound. Each time an event phase during the fire damage step. Any blah blah blah. Fire markers have 3 functions. They wound characters, they deal injuries, and they may cause explosion. Okay, so they're not a malfunction. The room is not malfunctioning. Alright. And then to try and escape with my life here, I need to... You may perform this action only if an escape pod in section A is unlocked. Okay. Okay, good. I guess it does matter. Alright. Make a noise roll. If any intruder appears in this room, you attempt to enter an escape pod if it fails. Okay, so... If no intruder has reached the room, place your character in one of the unlocked escape pods in section A. If there is any free space, each pod has 2 places, may accommodate up to 2 characters. Okay. So, I needed to make a noise roll for just running in here. And it was nothing. Awesome. And so now, I will spend the last 2 cards in my hand to make nothing. So I believe I have successfully made it into the escape pod, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it. I believe we just won Nemesis against the Void Cedar expansion. Because I completed my objective, which was to drop off the blue corpse in the objective or in the surgery room. I did that. I only have 1 serious injury and 1 light wound. I am not insane. The only thing I have left to do, I'm in the escape pod, is scan my 2 contamination cards. So, just out of curiosity, let's see where we were headed here. We were headed to Earth, okay. But where are we going to get there? There's 1 damaged. There's a working. There's a working. So they were going to make it. The ship is still going to make it to Earth, dropping off the Void Cedars. But we've got 2 contamination cards here. And I need to pull these out of the sleeves. That's the only problem with sleeving this game, is that you have to then sleeve the contamination cards as you gain them. Ooh, this one word in here is INFFFTFD, which, oh no, infected is up there. It's the top one. All right, so I have 1 infected card. All right, so to remind myself of the infected procedures. So 1 card was infected. Let's check the other card. See whether I actually won the game or not. Went through all that, and this is infected. So both of my contamination cards infected me. Now, where is all that mess? Counter cards, true weakness, movement, noise roll. Why is this so far away? Why is this so far defined? Contamination check. Alright. Each living character, either asleep in hibernation or evacuated in an escape pod, checks their contamination cards. If there's at least one infected card or larva on a player's board, that player shuffles all their cards, both action and contamination, to create a new action deck, then draws the top 4 cards. If at least one contamination card, the character dies. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm taking all my cards. I only have 2 contamination cards. Giving this a good shuffle. I'm assuming I don't get my demolition card back, which would be helpful, but I had to remove that one from the game. And I only have 11 cards total, and I got to draw 4. So, this is it. Ugh, I'm very nervous. That's not a contamination card. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we did it! We did it. We did it. Even the next 2, 3, yeah, I would have had to draw like 7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. We successfully challenged the Void Seeders, escaped with our lives. The infection is contained. We will get some medical help, but the soldier was successful. Escaped in the escape pod. Unfortunately, the engines are working. The ship is headed to Earth, which means I could have just plopped into the hibernatorium a long time ago and not worried about the escape pods. But since I did not even bother checking the coordinates or the engines, I had no way of knowing. If I had known that the coordinates were going to Earth, which I could have checked when I was in the up in the bridge, then I might have risked it, the engines, but I didn't. All right, but I am pretty happy with that. If I made any rules goofs, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Again, this was all using the Void Seeder expansion, which throws some things on its head, gives you the panic deck, but I think I handled that properly. Dealt a lot with some of the higher up Void Seeders because of my panic track. I never even saw the lurkers. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.